Hello, so creative. You are welcome to House of Casey Apparel YouTube channel. In this channel, you will learn pattern drafting, how to transfer your pattern fabric, how to cut your fabric with freehand method. So feel free to join this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and turn up your notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. In this class, you will learn how to draft a basic body half scale block using the bust dart techniques. It's a very simple tutorial and beginner friendly. If this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will be needed your scissors, your paper tape, your curve ruler, your ruler, marker pen, your tape, and a paper where you write all the measurements needed for this class. The measurement that will be used in drafting this basic bodice half scale block is your bust width, your bust circumference, your waist circumference, your bust span, your bust point, your front length and your back length. At the upper part of my pattern paper, I will be marking 1 inch. 1 inch is my starting line, also known as shoulder line. From my starting line, I will take all my vertical measurements. From my starting line, I will measure my chest line. Get your chest line, you will divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1. This bust circumference I'm working with is 46. 46 divided by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1 will give me 10. From here, I will mark 10. 10 inches. I will be marking my shoulder width. The shoulder I'm working with is 16 inches. 16 divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. From here, I will mark my bust point. My bust point is from my shoulder to my nipple. From my shoulder to my nipple is 12 inches. I will mark my front length. My front length is 18.5. I will be marking my basic neckline. To get your basic neckline, you will divide your bust circumference by 12. My bust is 46. 46 divided by 12 will give me 3.8. I will be marking 3.8 at the width of my front neckline and at the depth of my front neckline. I will connect with my curve ruler. I will be using 1.5 inches for my front shoulder slope. To get the midpoint for your armhole curve, whatever you have from your shoulder to your chest line, you will minus it by 1 and divide the remaining by 2. If you divide it by 2, whatever you have is your midpoint. From my shoulder to my chest line is 10 inches. If I minus 1 inch from 10 inches, I will have 9 inches. 9 divided by 2 will give me 4.5 inches. I will mark 4.5 inches. From here, I will mark 0.75 for my front armhole curve. To get where your armhole curve will stop, you will divide your bust circumference by 4. Whatever you get, you mark it. My bust is but 46 divided by 4. I have 11.5. My bust span is 8 inches. I will divide it into 2 and it will give me 4 inches. I will be using 0.75 for my waist dart leg. You can make use of 0.5 inches, but I will be making use of 0.75. Sorry, I don't know, my camera did not capture this place very well. I'll be taking my waist measurement. The waist I'm working with is 43. 43 divided by 4 will give me 10.75. Whatever I have in my waist dart leg, I will replace it here. I have 1.5 inches. Here I will be inputting the difference between my front length and my back length. Remember, my front length is 18.5 inches while my back length is 16.5 inches. If you minus 16.5 inches from 18.5 inches, you will have 2 inches. 2 inches is the difference between my front length and my back length. I am done drafting my front basic bodice. Let me draft my back basic bodice. From here, I will be marking 1 inches. That is my starting point. Starting point, also known as shoulder line. Here I will be marking my zipper allowance. I'm making use of 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. I'll be marking my shoulder width. That is my shoulder divided by 2. Remember, my shoulder is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. From here, I will come down by my chest line. My chest line is 10 inches. Remember, to get your chest line, you will divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5 and plus extra 1. My shoulder divided by 2, 8. From here, I will come down by 16.5 inches. That is my back waistline. The next thing I will do now is to mark my bust span measurement. That is the difference between my nipple to nipple. Is 8 inches. You divide it by 2. That is 4 inch. I will be marking my basic neckline. I use 3.8 at my front basic neckline. I'll be marking 3.8 for the back width of my neckline, while at my back depth I will mark 1 inch. To get your basic neckline, you will divide your bust by 12. Whatever you get is your basic neckline. If you have bust 30, you will divide bust 30 by 12. Whatever you get is your basic neckline. I will be making use of 1 inch for my back shoulder slope. Remember, I make use of 1.5 inches for my front shoulder slope. To get the midpoint of your shoulder, after removing 1 inch for your shoulder slope, you will divide whatever you have here by 2. I have 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2 will give me 4.5 inches. From here, I will come in by 0.5 inches. Remember, at the front I come in by 0.75. To get where your armhole curve will stop, you divide your bust circumference by 4. My bust circumference is 46. 46 divided by 4 will give me 11.5. I will measure my waist circumference. The waist circumference I'm working with is 43 inches. 43 divided by 4 will give me 10.75. And I will be adding extra 1.5. The 1.5 is for my waist dart. I will divide the 1.5 into 2. If I divide it into 2, I will have 0.75. 0.75. Remember, 0.75 is what I use for my front waist dart. From my chest line, I will come down by 1 inch. That is where my back dart line will start. The next thing now is to tighten my zipper. You can make use of 1 inch, you can make use of 0.5, but in this class I will be making use of 0.75. If you have a client with deep back, you make use of 1 inch. From the center of my armhole line, that is where my line will start. The reason for this zipper tightening is to avoid folding at the back of your clothes after installing your zipper. Any that you remove, make sure you replace it. I will replace 0.75. I have finished drafting my back half curl basic body block. You'll be wondering why your front length and your back length are not the same and how we will balance it when we want to transfer to fabric. This brings us to the bust dart techniques. I will close my bust dart. To close my bust dart, I will slash and open my waist dart. As you can see, the lines are not aligning together. What you will do is to blend. I will be putting a pepper under it. After transferring this pattern to fabric, you will close your bust dart. If you close your bust dart, your waistline will align together. After closing my bust dart, both my front and my back waistline are now the same length. Please note that whenever you are drafting your pattern, you should not add any sewing allowance to your pattern. All sewing allowance should be added on your fabric. If you want to add sewing allowance to your fabric, you will be adding half inches all through. This half inches should be added directly on your fabric. You will add half inch all through, half inch all through, both at your armhole. But here you will add 1.5 inches or 1 inches depending the sewing allowance you want to put. At the down part here, you will add half inch. Half inch is to join your upper bodice to your skirt or your gown. Okay. At the back, you will add half inch too. When transferring to your fabric, you add half inch all through. But you will not be adding any half inch at your zipper side. At the down part of your back bodice, you will add half inch too. At the side, you will add 2 inches or 1.5 inches depending the sewing allowance you want to add. We have come to the end of this class. Please, if you find this class so interesting, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn up your notification bell so that you will get notified when I post a new video. Thank you.